reporting for duty as a bounty hunter.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello?
Hello.
Ah, you're very shiny.
Indeed.
You know what I've got that's shiny?
I'm
My,
afraid to ask.
my friend Luke gave me this.
Ooh,
It is shiny.
ooh.
Doesn't work though. The batteries are probably not it.
Oh, well, you should probably get that fixed.
Yes. The batteries have not lasted the 2
It's
years I've not used it to turn it on. That's okay. Kurat, no, what's it called? Kuwati shipyards aren't what they used to be.
true. Hi, guys. Oh, and by the way, it's Star Wars Day.
Hello.
May the 4th be with you.
And also with you, my dear son.
Thank you.
Welcome. And I
This
sent
is
a
the
text
way.
to Emma just saying, Happy 4th of July, Kaya. That's all I had to
4th of
say.
July?
The 4th of May, today's day. Because her name's Kaya in the Star
Yes.
Wars film, so I just wished a character a happy Star Wars Day.
I don't think they celebrate Star Wars Day in Star Wars
Sorry, Life
universe.
Day.
No, that's November 17th.
What are we doing,
Anyway,
Mando?
we're going to be talking about favorite, iconic, awesome Star Wars moments, and you guys get to rank them because it's Star Wars Day. You all get a say in where these go on the rankings. You also get to choose them.
And we absolutely encourage 2 for 1 with this because there is so many moments. And as Stuart knows, I have a cornucopia is not enough to express how many I've got because I've subdivided lots of small moments that are iconic. Which actually, having gone through about 6 films worth of stuff for this live, you forget how iconic moments the films are because there's actually so many. So for as limited as George Lucas was in writing for some of it, boy, he made moments.
The pennies drop.
Yeah,
Boy,
and not a thing from any of the shows. So we're gonna have to still look
Uh,
things up, I think.
yeah, I don't think I have any on my drives, but that's okay. But yes, we recommend straight in 2 for 1. I'll start sharing. But yeah, let's talk about some Star Wars moments and rank them. And say thanks, Joe.
All right. So guys, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell icon to all so you don't miss any content from us, whether it be edited or live like this. We love you guys to hang out with us and be part of the community. So do all the things you need to do. We appreciate it. There is a join option down there on YouTube, or you can head on over to Patreon/Trekyards to support us over there on a monthly basis. Uh, lots of ways to help out, or just super chat in during these lives. Super chat for $5 to get you one pick for an iconic moment. And if you go over to PayPal, like you said, it's 2 for 1. So you can pick 2 moments for $5. PayPal is definitely the way. Is definitely the way. Hmm. So I have spoken. Do super chats and PayPals, please. We want to hear your iconic Star Wars moments. You'll probably pick some that we haven't or wouldn't think of. So we want you to be leading the ship, as it were, here today. So do what you need to do, and it's awesome. I have spoken. This is the way. All the above. Sweet. Anyways, we will get to the super chat in just a second here, but thank you guys. Like I said, PayPal is the better way to do it. So if you can, please do. We'd appreciate it. And if you can't, that's fine too. Just be part of the regular discussion in the regular chat, and we will take your suggestions that way. So lots of ways to get your voice out there and be heard,
I have
as it
returned.
were. Oh, good God. He's back.
Excellent.
Are you a Sith or a Jedi? I mean, the robes could be deceiving.
I don't show my lightsaber color to unknown people, and I can't see your face, so I think that's fair.
Well, if I show you my face, I have to go swimming.
Is that a problem? Can you swim?
I can swim. I love swimming. So
you might want to then. Oh my God. The wind through her hair. Fine, I'll do.
right?
Good drop.
Holy shit, we're back. It's us.
Did you know?
Surprise,
Woo!
guys. You didn't know it was us. You thought it was other people.
It was. It was. It was. It, everyone was fooled for all of the minutes. Gosh,
Yes.
having vision again is crazy. I can see these
Right?
bits again. Yeah.
I agree.
All right.
I agree.
A lot of options, Stuart. As you guys know, this is run by you guys. But there's one right at the top, so I've left the top bit free for stackable things. So if you want to put
Hey, you guys.
if you want to put the first one up, it's the first moment of Star Wars.
Oh, ooh, ooh. Come on, slides. There you go. Good slides. Yep, that is indeed the Tantive being chased by a Star Destroyer, and absolutely epic moment of cinema. Even on rewatches, multiple rewatches, it's that first moment is very like iconic and amazing. So yeah, there's blaster fire, there's big ship chasing little ship, there's planets and moons, and it's great. What's not to love? Plus the scale of everything just seems so immense, especially on a big screen. Dude, yeah. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and again, rewatching these for this, it's still, I mean, just pacing wise, it's fun, it's ominous, and Spaceballs, as much as they tried, it was still a comedy. This is actually taking it seriously, and the difference in vibe. There's a lot of vibe this shot. I know, obviously, they watched the remastered, cleaned up version, and to go back to the original print would be significantly less polished, right? Matte lines, etc. But even so, just the simpleness, yeah, effectiveness is very effective, and yeah, I can't remember being blown away by it, but I do not have no memory of what my first Star Wars would have been, what order, which
Yeah.
I knew I watched the sequels for the prequels, but that's as far as I can tell you.
Yeah.
And even though I was
That's
a kid,
fair.
I didn't think the Ewoks were great because objectively it's not a great film, and I got that bit of it, you know.
Mhm.
Ewoks irrelevant, right? But no, I think it should be absolute S. I do want to be kind of critical on these things because we don't. This is not about everything being S and A, but I think this is such a tone-setting moment. It does change with Rogue One, of course, because you know Vader. You know they're spies. Vader, mate, just stop them quicker. You know,
That could have been so much better in a lot of different ways, but yeah, it's fine.
still an S. I think just for its
Oh yeah,
standoutness. There
yeah.
isn't
This
another
is great.
scene like this in any of the films. Just the immense scale, good guy versus bad guy, but both real ships, not just X-wing or something.
Yeah, I agree. There's nothing really that up. I mean, they tried a few times, even in Rogue One. Like you saw the planet or whatever, and then you see the shape moving across it. But it
Hmm.
wasn't this. Like this really kicked things off.
Mm-hmm,
Great
mm-hmm.
music. Like everything about it was just phenomenal and ahead of its time. Kind of set the standard for sci-fi, actually. A lot of a lot of movies try to emulate this after the fact. So, but yeah, let's see what the people's is saying with your votes.
Oh yeah,
How
sorry, I
would you
forgot.
rank
It's
this?
not me ranking. Sorry, I forgot it's them.
Yeah,
What a jackass! We're in that different time.
how would you rank the first moment of Star Wars, the intro of Episode 4? An S with 60% and 40% give it an A. So there's no other selections there. So that's good.
All right, good stuff.
Excellent, excellent.
So I've got so
Pare
many,
this
we can
down a
roll
little bit.
through them, and people can add in. We really need you guys' support, so throw in. And I also want to, when we have choices here, I want to go between contrasting moments that do not connect, as in just, well, that's not at all the same thing that we just talked about. Oh yeah. So let's go from one giant thing to a small thing.
Oh, so we're going from talking about me to talking about you.
Yeah,
Oh, we should probably read the first super chat as well.
we should. That'd be
Olivia
fun.
Julius, $5 says, Happy May the 4th. May the wharf be with you. There you go. There you go.
So this is the first attack of Maul where he says, Anakin, drop! Because it was the first time a Sith had fought a Jedi in like 1,000 years. Just saying.
Yeah, and the first time we really saw it. So it was all right. It was a pretty epic battle, but I love the escape as well with the ramp open and he jumps up onto it and the way he lands. It seemed very fakish, but at the same time, it's using the force. So I mean, it works perfectly. I think Maul could have done a little bit more damage though, even like pulling him off with the force or trying to at least or something. Even whipping his like blade and helicoptering it through him. That would have been cool. But then we would have lost Qui-Gon like so early.
I'm not adding S for this. I think it's not an S-worthy moment. I will make some calls to allow for some more choice. I think it's fair to say. Yeah, see, I've always remembered this moment specifically for two things. One, the terrible editing. They leave Mos Eisley or Mos Espa chilling out. A hard cut to 7 seconds later, then this escalates. But they've traveled an hour walking. On their whatever to get here, and all of a sudden abstractly, this is the moment he attacks, and he skips Anakin, which he could have grabbed. He attacks Qui-Gon where he could have done all these different things he could have done that he didn't do. And then it's a lackluster fight because also Maul's using the dual bladed with one hand, which is very awkward way of fighting. So he's not doing it in any effective way. And Qui-Gon's obviously holding back as well. Everyone's not playing the game right. But as we know, he's there to put a tracker on them, I believe. I think does he throw a tracker or something on them?
I think so, yeah. It's been a while. It's
Yeah.
hot minutes since I've seen this, but yeah.
Yeah. But I always remember it just for
Something like
the very jagged. There's definitely a scene, and I think I've seen that there's a scene where Maul is alerted by the droids and goes, which is also a truncated little slow moment. But it's such a bad edit of beats. And then, yeah, we also know that in theory Maul could have just grabbed the ship and pulled it down or ripped the engines off, or, he absolutely could have stopped them, right?
Yeah. Hey, I should show you my shirt too. Picked this shirt up on Saturday. Empire Strikes Back.
It's good.
Didn't even remember that it was Star Wars Day coming up when I bought it.
Nice.
So
complicated design.
Yeah, for me, personally, I would probably give this moment like a B for me. It's cool, but it's not as cool as a lot of the stuff that came before and or after. So yeah.
Oh yeah, if we're going for the fullness of Star Wars, it's got to be a D. It's cool. It's cooler than an F because there's so many good moments, right? Like there's so many cooler moments. But it's up to you guys to vote and submit. We have got a PayPal strip if you want to.
Yeah, I'll get to that in just a second. We are going to finish the poll though. Hold on, let's see how many people are here first. Oh, there's only 7 people here with 8 likes and 8 votes, so that's good. I mean, we need more people, but 8 votes. 62% say A, 25% say C, and 12% say B.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we're gonna make that a little bit smaller. Throw that in A. Then I will get to the PayPal.
Includes scenes. He tracks them by probe droid. Yeah, he does that at the start as well. But there's a lot of plot points happening in this film. Just a lot of plot points.
Yes. All right. So Jeff Jacobs throws in $5. Thank you so much, Jeff.
Thank you.
He says, I saw Star Wars in the theater first run in 77. The opening scene where the Star Cruiser comes in from the top with those big theater surround speakers they had used. Earthquake. Totally blew my mind. It was like nothing I had ever seen. Don't forget to hit like and hashtag make Jeff pay. Yes.
Well, we've done that one, which means we can pick 2 for him, which is great because it keeps us going. Good stuff. Well, Stuart, you've got a lot to pick from, so pick away. And guys, put in the next one.
Yeah, okay, let's go with this one.
What's he going to pick?
Gonna go with. I assume this is the Battle of Hoth.
It's the introduction of them specifically, because there's separate beats in it that you can pick. So this is just the introduction of the AT-ATs.
Yeah, one of the most amazing, in my opinion, vehicles in sci-fi. That and the AT-ST. I really like the AT-ST. There is one in this movie as well, which is a different design from the one we see in the Return of the Jedi. So, but yeah, to see these things and be like, they look kind of awkward, but then you imagine the dynamic, like movement behind them and the weight, and you see them taking blasts and not doing anything. They're heavily armored, and then the way to take it down is to trip it because it's kind of a silly design, honestly. But The AT-AT or AT-AT, depending on what you want to call it, is a fantastic idea. And this intro, just see a few of them just lumbering along, was really great. So yeah, absolutely awesome.
It's a combination of awesome and crap at the same time, right?
Kind of.
Because it is. It's. But the thing is, they're designed for. Then it's a walking, because they're actually personnel carriers. They're actually not
Yeah.
weapons. So they have weapons, but they are not weapons, and they're going in snow, which I guess is dragging. So it's not the ideal situation, and it's fine that they take a while to get to you, as long as they get to you, right? It's just the fact that they probably could land a bit closer, I guess, as a shield. Although I don't know if they'll. I don't know. No, it's great, and the model work is superb, and I mean, just these stills again refined, but knowing their model work and stop motion, they did tricks to make it look better, and you saw how Ed 209 looked in RoboCop, which is you can tell it's stop motion, but I guess they designed these in a way where that more kind of blends in the stop motion. How they move sleekly, you would have felt it, but not feeling that motion and it blending in with a more mechanical works better. You don't,
Plus the fact that they're so much larger than Ed 209.
yeah,
Ed 209 brings things down scale wise, so you notice movements that are
yeah,
janky a lot easier because we're just used to that kind of thing in real life.
yeah.
Whereas this is massive, so the way it moves was very, yeah.
Although of course, because this is probably either a smaller marionette or just bigger than Ed 209, the micro movements they had to go like deep because every deep moment. So that, but again, they I'm sure they spent months on these shots as well as all the other shots, right? Yeah. What a fun thing to do, a snow battle. But no, I'd rate this quite highly. This film is filled with cool ideas, right?
Mm. And Jeff says he put 2 in the chat because he was typing when it was through.
Oh.
Oh, make sure you put in this chat, not the Jesus Christ. Yeah, don't put it in this chat because we don't really look at that. Just put it in the regular chat here, Jeff. Second half. I don't see the first part, but all he says the second half of my PayPal, either Anakin controlled crash
Oh yeah.
or when he wakes up with Obi-Wan holding on to him, hanging off building, having been saved and having no clue how he got there.
Not building,
Our
but
choice. Yeah, so I mean the introduction of the AT-ATs, just the whole Hoth thing in general, it was really enjoyable to watch. And to do it in snow as well is an interesting choice because they had to replicate that fine powder and any kind of disruption to it when they're trying to move the things would be noticeable. Really great idea. The one in the back is actually a painting. It's a matte painting. It doesn't move when you watch the show.
It does look different when you stop and look.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
So it's just interesting things. Yeah. So I would probably rank this probably an A for me personally because I really like the AT-AT. So
I just matter what I think is what people are voting, but we'll get to our own version because again, there's interesting moments.
Yeah.
As I want to subdivide the battles because there aren't the battle. Well, there's beats of the battle that are all quite distinct. It's not just the battle.
Yeah. Let's see what you guys are saying. 8 votes. The introduction of the AT-ATs. S, 62%. And then a 3-way tie. B, A, B, and C, all at 12%. Which is not a lot of people voting. So hopefully we get more people in here.
Yeah.
We currently only have 7 though still. So
right. Well, we're here to have fun with you all on the Wars Day.
yes,
Controlled
indeed.
crashes.
And tomorrow, just so you, people that are here, tomorrow we're going to be doing Star Wars ships. And it's not a tier list. It's basically the better one. You guys get to pick and we see what carries on to the next round. So it's not really a versus either. It's I don't know what we're going to call that. Anyway, that's what we're doing tomorrow. We're looking at all Star Wars ships of your choice, of course. So be here for that if you want to call it some interesting Star Wars ships because there's a lot. There is a lot.
Yeah, a lot of interesting ships. There's a lot of odd variety. Okay, so I'll do the 2 that Jeff asked for. He's not hanging off a building. He's hanging off a elevator. But that's the only one I could go with logically based on what he said. So that's the first one. This is the controlled crash from Revenge of the
Yeah.
Sith.
Now, come on, this is pretty cool. Just to see this massive starship coming down, and well, glad they didn't hit the city, really. I mean, they did kind of land in like a quote unquote airport, so
Yeah, like
that's
they
cool.
aimed it kind of.
Yeah, but yeah, you never really think of the consequences of space battles and stuff in these things. So to see this thing come down and crash, and everybody, all our heroes are on board, with some baddies as well, but that's fine. Um, just to see that whole thing, and I remember there's one or two funny lines as well about coming in a little fast and things like that.
Mhm.
But again, it's one I haven't seen in a while, so I'd have to go back and rewatch it for the nuance. But yeah, this is absolutely an epic scene in general because there's some really great effects, and to see the crash, and it's pretty impressive. And then the slide to a stop, which is fun. So yeah, awesome.
I mean, it just shows how dense these movies truly are. Because I never think of this when I think of this film. Never crossed my mind. It's only about 2 minutes of the entire film, and there are moments that are obviously like genre defining, and this is a crash, but
Yeah.
it is a it's a multi-shot sequence, and in theory, it's the flagship of the whole fleet, which is quite a big deal though, because they're all quite boring ships, relatively speaking. There's no like,
Mhm.
that's the Sovereign. It's like, well, it's a bit bigger and it's big, whatever. It doesn't feel like it's not been set up either, right? But in theory, they've
Yeah.
taken the flagship, but it's
Yeah.
droid, so who cares? Anyway, but it's a cool crash, and the fact that fire people on them putting out the fires is fun,
Yeah.
and the fact
Um,
that they live, they don't.
yeah.
And this ship's pretty good nick after it. I mean, this thing crashed from orbit, but I've always liked the in space stuff more, and use the reverse thrusters and then of off fire in. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I'd give this though a
And I gotta
D.
say,
I'd give it a D if I was, because again, there's so many better moments.
I'd probably put it as a C, but yeah,
Mm.
C for crash.
It's cool though.
But I was gonna say the opening sequence of this movie in general is amazing.
Hmm.
The two starfighters, he's like, okay, two fighters, and then you see the this epic battle. Like
Which we've never seen
that
before
still
in
is
that scale
impressive.
and that depth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, 7 votes on this one. 13 people here now, which is good. Go vote in the poll, guys. We want
Hmm.
more votes. We've only had like 8 in each of these, so
Hmm.
and hit the like button. So go vote. What do you think of the crash sequence?
Bit
But
more,
yeah,
bit more altered brain thoughts. But again, S is gonna win 43%, A at 29, and C at 29. People be
oh,
loving the Star Wars.
okay.
Now this one's a very small moment. This next one, so we'll see how that plays.
Okay. Oh, grab that. When exactly is this again?
A few minutes before,
Okay.
Anakin saves
Well, I don't
him.
remember what happens, but it's probably funny.
Yeah, Anakin saves him after murdering Dooku, but he's unconscious, got hit by a beam, and he runs him through the ship, and then the ship starts doing this,
Mm-hmm.
and then the elevators then changes direction, and then
Okay.
and he wakes up. You know, although you wonder how did Anakin ensure that Obi's arms were like around him and holding on to him, given
The
he was
Force.
unconscious? Sure,
The Force.
yes. And then it's like, oh my god, and then what are we doing? Very small moment. Filled with that whole inside that ship is very odd. The amount of jokes they try and put in. I mean, George clearly realized they hadn't set the characters up properly, and at a certain point probably thought, damn, I probably should have made episode 2 episode 1, episode 3 episode 2, and then have a better episode 3 that would have been episode 3. We have the
Yeah.
middle film be an adventure film that's standalone in its own right to set these characters up better.
Yeah, because it's very much like, remember that time I saved you on this planet, Master? It's like, shut the fuck up.
Do you remember how you want to date a woman 7 years older than
Well,
you and have their babies as well?
to be fair, that's what the Clone Wars is, so,
We just hadn't seen it yet. So it didn't exist yet. And then it existed. And then it was fine. Yeah. But that's the thing. Them being so weird is partially why they're so good. If they were just really solid films, you wouldn't think about them so much.
Yeah.
The eccentricities are part of what makes them special. and their disconnectedness is part of what makes them so special.
This exact moment, I wouldn't know what to rank it. I need to see it again because I don't particularly remember this. So, which isn't a good thing.
Yeah, it non-stop action, their camaraderie, and you know, I'm pretty sure the reasons moment to exist especially is that Palpatine says, "Leave mannequin," trying to exert that power, and he's like, "Fuck no, I'll
Well,
just grab him." You know?
yeah, only have 6 votes. And
Mm.
currently we have a tie for first place. And
Mm.
now an even worse tie for third place because now it's a 3-way tie.
Mm. See, votes matter.
Uh, yeah, 7 votes only. We have 14 people here. Go vote in the poll, please. Let's see what we can get this to. But yeah, it's probably a great moment. I need to refresh my memory on that one for sure.
That's why I want these kind of small things. That's why I put in the lightsaber attack with Maul, because there's the iconic couple of moments people can put in. All the small moments, because a lot of them have meaning and reason and artistry, you know? Which there's a main show of here.
And super chat in your moments, your favorite iconic or thrilling or exciting or whatever moments from Star Wars movies. Star Wars Day. We're talking about Star Wars. So PayPal in, you get 2 for 1, or super chat, you get 1 for $5. Do it.
But yeah, we're doing this stuff with and for you guys.
Right. Well, the tie's broken. So, never mind. Oh, it's broken again. 8 votes. D wins with 38%.
There we go. Okay. Makes sense to me. Because a lot of moments.
Too many.
But I believe we're going to pay PAL as well. Yes, we do. It's a joke one, but there's a real moment to it.
Let's see here. We got Sean O'Sullivan with 225, which is one choice, of course. I, for one, enjoyed how Anakin described Kurtzman in episode 2. How does he not like Kurtzman due to how coarse, rough, and irritating he is, and how he gets everywhere? Ah, yes. I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating. It's everywhere. It's a nice. I mean, these scenes are pretty to look at. They definitely had some nice filming locations, but yeah, the dialogue's not awesome. It seems very forced and trying to build this relationship rather quickly, I find. But
Because he didn't do it in the last film.
Anakin just comes across as a whiny little bitch in a lot of it as a result. So
yes,
this is one of those instances. Yeah, I get it. You grew up on Tatooine. There was sand everywhere, but you know.
you don't want to hear
And
about
then it
it.
goes on to say, "Not like you. You're smooth and soft." It's like, Yep. Okay. Well then, good job. Good job, George. Can't write dialogue to save your life.
And of course, keep in mind this guy then murders all the people.
Children.
Well, them too. Which shows you how far he's gone and come. And well,
Sure.
and this is funny because it's one of those things that you're not remembering it because it's a good scene. You remember it because it's weird and confusing and odd and pretty.
And it gets everywhere.
Well, exactly. But that's the thing. It's damn memorable because we can actually all relate to this. Sand is annoying. He doesn't get it. He doesn't act it poorly either. This kid is trying his best to be exactly what the scene is, an awkward kid. You know, I don't think he got many girlfriends on Tatooine when he was 10. He then became a celibate.
With his pickup lines?
Well, then
Dude,
he was a
he's
celibate.
like, are you an angel?
Well, I got on one date. Then he became a celibate monk through his horn dog years, hanging out with another celibate monk. And he's been told every week he's the most powerful kid ever and will be. And he's actually quite powerful. And now he's finally with a pretty girl on a home planet without supervision on his first day trip. He's like, I don't know what to say. I'm being intimate with telling you my soul here about sand because you have water. I had sand. So that's the thing, right? Everything about it makes sense from a certain point of view.
Yeah, it's coming sometime.
But because it's so ridiculous, is great. It's like her wearing a I want to break up or not to get together. Yet all of my tits are out and my ass and everything.
Yeah.
It's like this is the worst outfit to. Even this is a terrible outfit to. I mean, she's not trying anything yet, but you know, these are memorable things because they're memorable. So I
See
don't.
what you guys are
So
saying
I actually
about it.
place this above the Anakin drop bit personally.
I would say so. I
Yeah.
would say so too.
Yeah.
15 of you here, 14 likes. That's awesome, but only 5 votes in the poll. Guys, you
Yeah.
need to vote in the poll. That's what it's there for.
Yes.
Whether you give a shit about the scene
Yeah.
or not, I just vote for it.
Yeah.
Like,
Because you can change direction of the world. It's true.
or or just the poll. But yeah.
Well, right now the poll is the world, so
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
yes.
So yeah, go vote in the poll, guys.
You can't say you guys don't like Star Wars because you do like Star Wars. You know, Star Wars used
I
to be
mean,
more not more niche, but you know, geekdom used to be more looked down upon, and now the geeketh not necessarily rule the world, but there is some level of power. Maybe not unlimited power, but some level of power. Speaking of, who's excited for Mandalorian Grogu in days?
22nd of May is when it comes out.
Okay.
I am.
Oh.
It's near my birthday, so that's good. Speaking of, I gotta change my calendar.
Yeah, let us know in the chat. Are you excited for the first Star Wars movie in a very long time?
Apparently, there's a 90% chance we're getting a season 4 of The Mandalorian as well, because
Oh,
Favreau is working on it. So,
I thought he was leaving Star Wars.
no,
Maybe his plans changed. Cool. I mean, you know,
yeah,
he was good.
just saw a
Let him
video
go.
about it, and it seemed pretty accurate. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yes, I'm looking forward to the
Hmm.
movie immensely. Although it doesn't really feel like it's going to be a Star Wars movie, quote unquote, because it's Mandalorian. Like we've seen it on our small screens. So it just feels like a continuation of that. So we'll see how epic and movie like it can be.
It also amused me the scenes they've chosen to show at like chat shows. It's like, oh, is that meant to make us want to watch the film? Oh,
Not sure which ones you're referring to, but
oh, there's like a oh god. I mean, they didn't linger. I'll be honest, in my brain because they weren't very interesting.
okay.
There was a sand chase, but it was like, well, we saw this in Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, and it was better.
Mhm.
So I'm not gonna get excited about this because it doesn't look anything.
Hmm.
At least there are more locations. That's fair to say. They're not all LED wall because they have more money now. But hey, Sigourney Weaver playing Sigourney Weaver. That's exciting. I don't
Mhm.
know, right? Like, what's she gonna? She's not gonna have a hugely different characterization, is she? She's not gonna be like some, you know,
No, I don't think so.
what is her range besides women that you can relate to? As in, I've never seen her
Mm.
be like a pirate or be a villain. I don't know.
He's been a villain a few times.
Really? Hmm.
Yeah. Um.
Hmm.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah. Season 4 of The Mandalorian, and then Gina Carrera is coming back as well. Cara
Yeah.
Dune.
I mean, that would
So
certainly be
we'll see.
a statement for season 4. Where's she been?
Let's see here. With 8 votes, C wins with 88%.
Ooh, the tides doth turn. Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is our at the end of our donated one. So guys, put in now. This is all up to you guys. But I can put
Yeah,
her
this
in.
show's about you. You know that? This show's about you and your ideas,
Hmm.
and we want to hang out with you and just have geeky discussions. But you need the input.
Mm-hmm.
So help us if you can.
All right. Again, I'm just putting in random ones. Are these all okay? They've all been most been prequel. Yeah, prequels. Yes. Let's put an original one. Let's go. The first time we see a lightsaber.
Yep. Waving it all around like you just don't care. I mean, it was pretty cool, but again, I was really young when I saw this, so I don't know my initial like excitement for it. And looking back on it now, it's like there's so much better lightsaber work since then. it looks more primitive as far as the effects go and stuff. He went through remastered a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, the thing that intrigued me growing up was the Clone Wars. Like, what the hell was that? And now it's like not even a mystery anymore because you had to use your imagination. Like, so this whole conversation with Ben and learning about Luke's father somewhat, giving him his life. Your father wanted you to have this when you were old enough. Really?
Liar!
Because you
To
cut off
quote
his arms and
Anakin.
legs, and it's the last time you really saw him before. That's fine.
Well, that
Okay.
was Darth Vader, not his father. From Zen point of view.
Oh my God. Shut up.
Oh, the retcons.
I mean, it was cool to see it for sure. I'm glad they didn't call it a laser sword because that's just the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
And it does get referred to that occasionally here and there, and it really annoys me. So,
In an intentionally derogatory way, though, in fairness. Knowingly so.
mm, sure. Yeah. No, it's great to see it as just this little thing. And Luke with no like not being told what to do or anything. Does he know what it is? I don't know. Pushes the button and
Hmm.
and there's that the meme, the joke of him like looking at it and then firing the button and going right through his head.
Yeah.
Like Ben was a little bit he must have trusted the force that this kid had that he knew he wouldn't do that or something, but
Well, it's probably a
I
thing of if he's destined to save the galaxy, he won't kill himself.
he won't kill himself by
You
accident.
know, the Force won't let him die at stage 0. Not even stage 1 yet, or stage 0.
Sure.
If the
But
midichlorians
you've
are
been watching
true.
over this kid for how long?
You know, you even went to a
Not that we
planet to
know
rescue
that.
his sister and blah,
Oh
blah,
yeah,
blah. And
that happened too,
or
right?
a lady called
Yeah.
Reva. You know, that's the thing that happened that everyone likes. Where's Reva, Stuart? Where's Reva?
She's I don't know.
Do you
She's
care?
hanging out. Maybe.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah. I think
It's
it's a pretty cool scene actually.
but like we said, it's almost more the conversation around it, which is interesting.
Yes. Yes.
Especially as the concept of lightsaber is incredibly simple. It's a glowing sword. Done.
Mm.
Right? It's not innately a complicated thing, and so once you get over that first hurdle of what is it, the scene is what especially as Ben treats it like what it is, something used every day. Well, not every day, but often.
Hmm. Hmm.
If you look at all the expanding canon or psych, the universe beyond, then in theory lightsabers are very heavy, and you need to have the force to wield them properly because it kind of helps to balance it. So the fact that he does just do it is a testament to his force abilities.
Not so much heavy, but gyroscopic-y. Like they tend to like the power in them makes them move
Well, it is
funky.
both. There's an energy as well that kind of the crystal and stuff. It means that in some of the books, if a non-Jedi person wields it, it just goes straight to the floor because it just
Yeah.
is
Well,
this.
that's the dark saber for sure, but I haven't heard that about lightsabers,
Yeah,
but
it's in some of the books. When I was young, a teenager, I got audiobooks and I listened to 146 Star Wars audiobooks from. So I have I mean I'm forgetting a lot of stuff now, of course, but it was a big part of like 7 years of listening. It's like, yep, the next story, and I was like, wow, these are better stories
mhm,
than what we
mhm.
got in the prequels easily. You know,
Did you watch the Shadows of the Empire thing on YouTube that came out yesterday?
I saw a
It's
clip.
like 45 minutes long. It's amazing.
Mm. If there
I
was a
really love it.
non-AI made one that was just actually some guy actually animated it.
I'm pretty sure there's some AI in there.
So some guy wanted to just animate, the faces look not very good, but actually made. Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
I'd give this one not that anyone cares at least a strong B because I think it's a symbolic
yeah.
moment, and it's
I'd
the
give
only
it a
time we
B
get to
too.
see Ben chill. There's no time constraint in this second, and theory is what he's waited for 18 years, right? This is the moment. His parents aren't dead yet. There's no pressure of the Empire.
Yeah.
Reaver's not after him. He's fine.
Lightsaber and chill, man. Lightsaber and chill. Why
Mm.
is this picture so fucking washed out though?
Oh, because these are from the HDR versions.
Oh,
Yeah. So
okay. No color here.
when you take screen caps, it's before the grade, which is great for reference because then you get all the blacks, all the images in blacks.
Mm.
So it looks normal until you take a screen cap. All 4Ks are that because which is great. It's super useful for stuff. That's the only versions I have because they work fine unless you hit screen caps. So
Mm.
yeah.
Let's see. We have 15 votes, which is great. A lot more votes than
Mm-hmm.
the other ones, so thank you. S wins with
Wow.
73%, and we have a two-way tie for
Damn.
second. 13% for both A and B.
I like it.
Yes. All right.
Pick another one if you'd like.
Resizing this right now. So
But you guys can pick anything you want in any film. We will take TV shows, although I've got more of the films up right now. Small moments, big moments, iconic moments, non-iconic moments to you. You might get vindicated, you know. Throw us a bad moment on purpose that you think is going to be bad. A lot of choice. A bit of time getting screen caps on purpose, guys. So vote.
I got one, but it's not here. So, fuck.
Excellent.
It's here. It's not a lot of original trilogy stuff.
I got
here,
two of them.
really.
Yeah, I got two of the originals, two of the sequels. No, prequels. No sequels, because no one's wanting to say sequel stuff, surely. That's the start of the assault. Although we can just summarize that's the entire assault. It's on the Death Star.
Yep. Awesome seeing all the X-Wings go in and knowing what they're up against. I really like the remastered, where you get to see like much closer versions of them go by the camera and the airfoils like lock in. Really fantastic. Not quite as exciting as like squadron of planes flying by from World War II or something. I know George was doing that kind of stuff, but it's much more slow and controlled. So, but yeah, the X-Wing's a fantastic vehicle. To see it doing its thing is really good. Lots of great X-Wing moments for sure. So, yeah, this first like vanguard heading towards the Death Star is, I think, really well done and fun. So, yeah,
Although
love it.
one absurd thing when you think about it, no capital ships, only
Nope.
2 or 3 heavy fighters with the Y-wings, and we're going to take on a station that has millions of people on it, thousands of fighters, which in theory, if they launch them all, there'd be thousands of fighters attacking them. It's just because they don't have the VFX budget for it. They're not launching thousands of fighters. But they have thousands of fighters. Maybe not like 10,000, but like more than 1,000 fighters. I'm pretty sure. So all of these people are very brave. Very, I mean, beyond brave. But I mean, if they don't stop the super weapon, then they'll win. And you always, I think, you take the fantasy element from Star Wars a bit more than the sci-fi. But if you think about it, literally, they invented a weapon that can destroy planets. That if you don't destroy it, they'll just rock up to a planet of a political leader that's not siding with you and say goodbye. Well, they did, right? That's what they did. Goodbye, planet. Boom, dead. Less than 5 minutes. And do you really want your entire planet destroyed? No. Well, then you're gonna, as if the Empire wasn't already on the neck of everybody. That having this weapon is. So they are going on suicide missions, right? All of them. It's not played that way, but they're suicide missions, and they all die except one, or two. So it's pretty yeah, pretty good, and just the cleanness of these shots is what I think impresses at the time. I think it's been improved, but just the cleanness and the fact that things are moving and the efficiency, and it's very clever for what is relatively a simple concept, but simple now is not simple then. Sort of the opposite.
All right.
What do people think?
Oh, with 14 votes, which is awesome again. Thank you. S wins with 79%. A only gets 21%. Okay.
It's great. But imagine how far they are away from the
S's.
station right now. They have
Oh, I know.
so much further to travel. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like lucky on S-foils half a mile from the base. Or
That's
10
more than half a mile for sure.
50 miles from the base. It's like, what? It's like, yep, we gotta be ready. It's like, uh-huh. Okay. Okay.
Yes, indeed. Check the PayPal.
Yeah, you guys suggest and we'll go for. I'll put another one in. Let's do another.
Oh. Jeff Jacobs throws in $2 and says we need to support the guys to help them help us. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Jeff.
Can I do this with you guys playing the
Not
game?
only that, not only does it help support the channel and keep us doing what we're doing, but it also you get to put in your 2 cents and the things you want to see instead of just sitting there watching us, um, picking things that we wouldn't consider to pick. Like
We like
we'd
the
pick our
curveballs.
stuff. Yeah, you guys always throw really interesting stuff that makes us think. So
this is the forming of the empire. I'm going all over the place with my picks, because they're all, this is the moment the empire was born. That's a big moment.
the First Galactic Empire. Yep. A lot of political stuff in these, which I don't care about, I guess. I don't know. However, it is the way it falls into place and the fact that it's actually Jar Jar Binks' fault. Just saying, it kind of is kind of funny, but it's very true to how things kind of unfold politically, which is interesting. And it's a great visual here of him in the robe and the guy with the horns holding a staff, which is very reminiscent, honestly, of the devil kind of behind him. Interesting take the way they did things, right? So yeah. And it's just temporary. This is just for the emergency situation. Once I'll step down as soon as this is over. Don't worry, guys. The
Trust
whole
me,
speech is
bro.
really good.
Have you seen my
Yeah.
face?
Yeah, the whole speech is really good. Um, well written. This is actually the stuff that George knows how to write. Not so much personal dialogue,
Yeah.
intimate moments, but like this kind of stuff. Yeah. That was really well done. So yeah.
I mean, it's one of the, I mean, I think in one of the movies they have a zoomingable thing so you can see, because there's such an abstractness to the Chancellor, but the idea that he was attacked, as in the press release, right? I was attacked by our top generals. They gruesomely electrified my face, took years of my life, burned me, scarred me for life, but I'm still kicking. I survived that terrorist attack. We've got to do our biggest measures ever. That's so
Yeah.
That's so our governments are really just forcing things upon people when freedom is the most important thing.
Yeah.
But the sympathy factor, right? Look at this guy. He survived. He's been working with us for the last 6 years, whatever. We've got to support him. But then if he's saying the empire, it's like, well, it doesn't sound great. Well, no, but you knew him. Everyone's had probably coffee with Palpatine, etc. His fancy robes, and yeah, and then he bans the Senate not long after this because it's less efficient, and then Padme's line is just a beautiful line. How does democracy die with thunderous applause? It's like,
Yeah.
what do you get for security? And then yeah, freedom's important. No, this is I think it's an S moment, because this is the tide turning moment of all 6 films. But there are many of those, right? The irony, there are many tide-turning moments. This is the galactic tide turning, and Anakin's leg has been short of another tide turning. There are many there's one of them.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's not illegally doing this, right? Fully legally.
Jar Jar.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Fully manipulated, but fully legally.
Yeah.
And
Devo 77X says, I believe I'm the only one who liked Jar Jar. Incorrect. I also like Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, I think he's funny. So
well, that's the thing, isn't it?
The character.
Any comedic character or line, not every moment will hit, right? He's obviously an absolute idiot, but so are clowns with kings, right? As in they could be. Yeah. Where just being daft can be enough. So he is a dumb character, but he means well. He's got a big heart. And just a testament to the ambition of George to do something like this is absurd. A long time before, and I'd love to see him return in some form, just to see how he would look now with modern effects and modern motion tracking.
I like the Darth Jar Jar theory.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if that was the original plan, that was so awesome.
Yep.
And you get that line from George, like, Jar Jar is the key to this. If he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
work, this whole thing kind of falls apart. That would be. I really wish that would have, because they phased him out because nobody liked him.
Yep.
and that's why he got so much less to do in the other movies,
At
which is
least
a bit
I
of a
mean,
shame. I
it
don't
was at
know if,
least still there.
yeah, I don't know if that was the original plan for the Darth Jar Jar, but that would have been awesome.
We would have gone against the
Perfect
Vader
Sith,
subplot.
yeah,
Couldn't
but
we had both?
perfect Sith, somebody you wouldn't expect,
Hmm.
right?
No, there's a few videos on that that are extraordinary. Of like, oh wow, it obviously makes sense. It's like, well, it doesn't, does it? It's like, yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. It does. No, it doesn't. It does. No, it doesn't. But it's great. And the fact that they
Yeah.
put Darth Jar Jar in one of the games is just like, yeah, yeah, he can be bad in this Lego game.
Yeah.
No, it's great. But what are people saying?
Let's
As
see,
they have the vote.
13 votes. So the Birth of the Empire gets ranked a D with 38%.
Oh wow.
C is 31%. B is 23%.
Right.
Mm,
Maybe we've got some Empire fanatics here. No, I guess if we were, then they would like it more.
exactly.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Anyhow, all right. That's that one done. All right.
Do you guys where we go or not? So many good Star Wars moments. And so many personal ones as well. I mean, again, while we watched them for this reference, I was like, yeah, these are. I know we were of good ages when these came out. You know, you were middle aged when prequels came out. I was a kid, ish.
Mhm.
But they all, you know, you had them at good times. And those that were kids when the original ones came out, who were then adults when the second set came out, and then parents, adults, properly adults. You know, when the sequels came out, or fuddy duddies, depending.
I don't know. There's not much to choose from here for me because they're all prequel shit, which I'm not the hugest fan of.
Well, I mean,
Um,
there's two films worth
just
of
trying to see.
originals. And I thought that was like 14 New Hope moments, so a lot of stuff for New Hope. Okay, I'll pick one here.
We're all fine here. Thank you. How are you?
Again, smallest moment, not meaningful in the grand scheme, but another little
No,
iconic moment.
it's one I quote quite often. People are like, "How are you?" And it's like, "We're all fine here. Thank you. How are you?" All the time I use that. So yeah, it's quite good. The fact that he used to, and this is, I don't know if this is all beta canon or not, whatnot, but he used to be an Imperial officer, and then he got kicked out of the service for helping Chewie, and they kind of tie that in with Solo a bit, but um, think he'd know protocol a bit better, although things probably changed, and but it's still hilarious, yeah. Uh,
Yeah, as far
yeah,
as
just
I'm,
kind of
oh,
trying to cover up their tracks, so to speak, because they're kind of onto them.
mhm.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun little moment, and I like that.
As
It's a good
far as
one.
I'm aware, it was in the book, in the Bible, he was ex-imperial.
Hmm.
Not necessarily, I mean, obviously not a believer, but yeah, ex-imperial. Although a lot of people were, right? A lot of civilian people, but he's in a stressful situation, and what can he say? I'm assuming they would have unique codes and stuff for the station. I guess he's like, there's no point. I can only linger one more back and forth on. What's the security code?
Boring conversation anyway. Chewie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this scene would not work anywhere near as well unless he was in a stormtrooper outfit. So it gives you another visual art design. The clankering, the just the good art design of that helps. Although it always makes you wonder, you know, how do the people who they beat up happen to be exact fits? Because these are not flexible costumes. And in fact, this shot in particular, you can absolutely see it's a leotard with stuff stuck on. It makes it look terrible in
Yeah.
terms of like it is what it is, but you know, passive mode looks better than actually using it. I have worn one a couple of times. It's just a leotard with every piece is just velcroed to you, as in to itself, but you know, to you, and it's just iterative pieces. It is uncomfortable and it is hard to move because it's not meant to be those things. You know, it's just body armor, right? Not split in
Yeah.
pieces. Oh, it's mine. In the pantheon of Star Wars, it's mid, but you know, when you're including small moments, it's so successful in the acting, the silliness, and you know, it almost feels improv. You know how Harrison delivered it effortlessly, which is part of the charm that Harrison had. It just is like, oh, it was scripted, right? Yes. Oh, sold it. You know, you wonder how many takes they did before it felt that clean and good. You know, I don't know. I assume a couple.
Yeah.
Right, what do you guys think? Vote in the poll. Let us know how this moment stacks up for you in the pantheon of Star Wars moments. For there are many moments, don't know if you knew, in the old War of the Stars. So let us know right now. It starts off for you personally. Vote and have your say. Have it be known. Like
See what
people.
you guys are saying. Oh, by the way, let's see how many people we have. We have 18 people here and 21 likes. That's fantastic. If you haven't yet liked it, though, please do.
Yeah.
11 votes, so only half the people are voting, which I don't understand. It's not that hard to vote. But this one's going to be a slam dunk anyway, with A winning with 82%.
That was the highest I went, because this can't be an S moment just for how many S's there
Well,
are.
it can be to certain people. I really like this moment. Like I say, I quote it all the time.
Well, sure. I guess it's just too small a moment to compare against the bigger, like, franchise-defining moments. Hence why only an A.
Sometimes those little moments are the best, though.
Sure.
Gonna bring one in here. Hold on.
But guys, put them in.
So,
Waiting for your
it's one of my
suggestions.
favorite moments ever.
Huh.
12 ships as well. The Hammerhead ramming into the Star Destroyer and smashing the Star Destroyer into the shield generator of the planet. Didn't see that coming necessarily, but I liked the idea behind the Hammerhead ships, and this visual is great. Another great visual from this one is just the Star Destroyer coming out of hyperspace, just in front of everybody. Like, wow. But no, the Hammerhead ship pushing around the Star Destroyer was fantastic. It's this small little ship just manhandling this large Star Destroyer and use it as a weapon effectively, which was really awesome. So yeah, Rogue One has some really great moments like this, especially in this particular battle scene. Like the GoPros attached to the outside of X-Wings type of was really fantastic. So, and also reusing the original New Hope footage that they
Madness.
didn't use in the, yeah. So yeah, but yeah, the Hammerhead's taking down a Star Destroyer. I'd be interested to see what you guys think about this. It's just in a fantastic moment.
Yeah, it's you know, having played the games, this thing is the first ship you see in the games. Knights of, I'd say which game? The Knights of the Republic games. The Endor Spy is a Hammerhead, and this was then taken from that, which is lovely to see it sort of put in. Obviously not the same generation, but you know, so that was lovely. And while I guess they sort of recanonized it as being something designed to do more like this, there's a lot of engine power for such a small ship, and when we got this model as part of the Star Wars collection, it's like, yeah, there's so many engines, you know. And yeah, sometimes, I mean, ramming is an interesting strategy, you know, especially if in this situation they knew kamikaze's worth it, and yeah, you can outmaneuver a Star Destroyer. You know, the little guy can defeat the Leviathan, the giant, which is what the Rebellion does all the time. You know, they have unlimited everything, and we have this. Yeah, and seeing them use their own Star Destroyer against them was a damn. Holiday damn. Simple. But can you imagine being the captain saying, right, is this our last mission? Yeah. We're gonna go out in glory. Yeah. Is this worth it? Yeah. So I feel like the hammerhead went with the ship. Like it momentum kept it going and it exploded with it. Or crashed with it. I feel like they never like escaped. I feel like it was part of the same scene.
Don't recall specifically, but
I think I've only seen Rogue One once all the way through. In the cinema.
Really?
Yeah, as I said before, the first 50 minutes should be like 15 minutes. But then the battle stuff's gorgeous, so it kind of makes up for it at the end. So I watched the battle, parts of the battle many a time, but not the whole thing. It is very long. At least in that found content. But that's fine. Yeah. Absolutely fine.
Let's see, with 15 votes, this one wins with S wins with
Oh,
73%.
okay.
C is second place with 13%, and then it's a two-way tie between A and B with 7%. So
Okay. Well, good moment.
fun stuff.
Good moment indeed. Rogue One is a lot of clever ideas.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Hmm.
Bring another one in then. So you guys. Oh yes, let's do the opposite.
Okay.
It's iconic for its own reasons.
Oh,
The
good God.
kiss. Canon incest.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's the same movie that is revealed that she has a sister. And it's like, I mean, they had a thing in The New Hope where it's like Han was jealous of Luke, Luke was jealous of Han over the affection of Leia. Um, so this was like to teach Han a lesson, essentially. That's why she did it. But yeah, then to find out their brother and sister, just like, ew, mixed it up a little bit. But love Chewie's reaction to it. I love Han's reaction to it. It's a very nice little moment. Um, I think it's fun, yeah. But it's kind of gross at the same time. So
But they
could be
didn't.
worse. It could be
Well,
Splinter of the Mind's Eye, where Luke and Leia have more of a relationship. So yeah,
yeah, but they
that
didn't.
was
They didn't know. That's the important thing.
sure.
But also shows that I guess there's no force bond between them because you would have thought the force would go. They didn't get
Like in
any.
Back to the Future, it's like kissing my brother.
They didn't get any Metachlorian senses saying you should not do this. Why? No, no reason.
Your DNA has a 87% match.
Yeah, yeah.
And Sean O'Sullivan, in some ways, I always knew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely problematic. Hard cut to
uh,
this. Emphasis on the
yeah.
hard cut.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, that's the thing. As much as it was planned, it also wasn't planned. And this is a good moment in any other situation, except the one they found themselves in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You imagine they were found on their wedding day saying, "Well, Leia, remember that time on the Korean Corvette?" "No." "I remember you kissed him." "Who?" "You know."
I was get back. I was getting back at you for being a scruffy looking nerf herder.
"With your own brother." "Shut up! We do things different on Alderaan." I mean, in fairness, maybe Alderaan, they have a more lax culture of this sort of stuff, and then she grew up. So even if she does have Metachlorian sense saying brother, she's able to ignore it due to her upbringing.
I also love Luke's reaction to it. He's like, "Yeah, that's right. She likes me better."
Even though
Like,
they
oh,
made
that's
out
fine.
earlier. I guess not that he would know, but
Yeah.
I don't think I ever once, irrespective of knowing the biology of it, thought she would pick someone like Luke. A, she feels older than Luke. Well, I mean, everyone feels older than Luke, but just there's a difference in chemistry. So it's almost like a friend kiss, which is worse because it's a brother sister kiss on top of that.
Let's see what you guys are saying. With 14 votes, A wins with 57%. D gets a 29%.
I challenge you with a silly one, you still put it at the top. Okay. Okay.
B is
Okay.
14%.
Hey, maybe some of you
Well, we
like a
talked them
certain.
into it. Our talking points made them go, hey, it's a pretty good scene.
I mean, it's memorable. We talked about it.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's one of those scenes that's talked about a lot as a
Mm-hmm.
result of what comes later, so it's very memorable. So, yeah.
It's the sort of thing that you can imagine that Mark and Carrie might just say, no, it wasn't good enough, or mess with a few things just for the sake of it. It's like, oh, we're friends, you know. It's just a bit of making out, gentle making out. Oh,
All right. Anybody want to put some in? Because we want some of your moments, guys.
yeah.
No PayPal's. We should just talk about Star Wars in general until somebody puts something in.
No.
Happy Star Wars Day.
It was awesome. I even didn't realize I wore my ILM shirt.
Yeah, I got my
Yeah. So we
Empire
both
Strikes Back shirt on.
didn't realize and did it anyway.
It's great.
Wasn't there meant to be announcements today? Isn't that in theory meant to be a thing?
Maybe.
Because I feel like this is the day you announce things. I think they put a new Mandalorian
Well,
clip,
there's
but
Star Wars Celebration coming up that there's going to be a lot of announcements for. But that's in the fall. I don't know when that is. There's going
although
to be a lot of announcements, so who knows?
some pointed out recently, I hadn't even realized that you said there would be announcements, but I think they said either 9 or 11 Star Wars films have been announced with directors, with cast, like some of the cast, and none have come out. So they've announced.
Starfighter's next. Starfighter comes out next year, May 28th, on my birthday.
Yeah, as I'm saying, that's what's in. If it, I mean, it should get finished, but Patty Jenkins Star Wars Starfighter film that didn't get made. The Damon Lindelof, not the Game of Thrones people, Ryan Johnson film, the Dave Filoni film.
Ryan Johnson can suck my dick.
Well, he was announced a trilogy. They announced a trilogy with him. They announced it.
Is that the one with Ray?
No, this is after False before. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. And you can announce whatever you want, but in theory, announcing means you've got a script being written, which you're paying somebody 30, 40, 50K for that year to write it. They had the Ben Solo film that was pitched, the Ray movie that's been a long time. So they've not made anything despite announcing everything. So every single announcement is grain of salt. Yeah, very strange. Very, very strange.
And DO77X says, I wonder where they rank the I Know scene from Empire. Well, I don't know. You'd have to put in for it so we can find out. And it's not us ranking it, just for the record. It's you guys.
Yep, you guys have the power.
You have the power.
Pretty much. Let's go with a famous one. A la Fates La Duel. So that's not what I mean. That's what the music's called.
The whole thing, or this one?
Yeah, well,
second?
Up until the death, because obviously that's a different moment, right? Like that's a separate thing. The fight.
I mean, the music's on point. It's pretty epic as a whole. Get to see some force powers being used in a fight, like flipping switches and opening doors and shit like that. And yeah, the double-bladed lightsaber doing its thing with this basically staff fighting is really awesome. I really think they should have been able to take him down though with two of them, although Obi-Wan was not as experienced as he could have been, so there's that. But yeah, and the end of it, again, kind of epic, getting cut in half. So you play with, I was gonna say you play with sharp things, but play with lightsabers, you're gonna get burned, I guess. No, it's a great fight, and it is very epic. It's very fast paced. The music's awesome. It's a good sequence in general. Choreographed super well. Ray Park does a really fantastic job as Maul, pulling off some really good stunts. Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, if you want to read the poll, if you would.
How would you rate the Phantom Menace lightsaber fight? S, A, or I hate Star Wars and I'm wrong.
Yeah, gotta fill the options. Yeah, it's like what you said there. You gotta obviously keep in mind that the Jedi would just been negotiators chilling. They've not had a single meaningful fight with any. I mean, in theory, right, with any lightsaber wielding person in 1,000 years that they know of, right? So they've never had, besides pure sparring, they've never lightsabered anybody. So this is their first fight with a wielder of lightsaber who is trying to kill them, and he's been literally trained to kill Jedi. That's his one job. But he's an assassin. He's not a force. He is, but that's not his thing. He's purely that style, which is why Dooku's different, because he's more of the force user, and then Grievous is the opposite. He's even more the. Anyway, they all do different things, right? So he's trained for this. And while Qui-Gon is a good guy, I think in the book says that he's his lightsaber form is more medium and not necessarily defensive, but he's not aggressive, and I think Obi-Wan changes between movies because of this. But when you read a lot of the books, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in those books.
Yeah,
which are really interesting. So he's again really like novice. But you can also imagine that even though they want to protect Padme and stuff, I wouldn't necessarily think, see if you agree, that Obi-Wan's actually fighting to kill. He's fighting to disable, maim, or stop.
Yeah.
Which changes the version, right? I think Qui-Gon's probably doing a bit of both, but they're trained to stop. But Maul's just able to parry. I would actually probably think that Maul might be able to kill them earlier if he wanted to. He was probably like testing them because it's his first fight with a Jedi Master. Yeah, Qui-Gon's master. There's more to it than just a fight if you break it down the layers. And I really like this green screen room as well. It's abstract. It's actually very Star Destroyer, Death Star as well. The consoles and stuff, and everything's kind of similar but not.
And pits to nowhere. It's a Star Wars thing.
Yep, into
on the Death Star, Cloud City.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Well, if you build stuff either really high or down into the planet, then yeah, pits are. Yeah. Well, the whole thing has a different energy when you think this whole fight end up just pausing Maul. Right?
Yeah.
The whole thing, they lost from and there should really be like a what if of Star Wars, like they do with Marvel, which would be really, really fun. What if, I think it's comics of this, but what if Qui-Gon didn't die and he led Anakin, because he has a more strong will, so he could have probably helped Anakin not go dark, because he's just a different person, right? It's like having a dad and having a brother. They ain't gonna treat you the same, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Well, with 13 votes, Asterman's with 92%. A gets 8%.
And no one hates
Nobody
Star
voted
Wars.
that they don't like Star Wars.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
As it should be.
Nope.
All right, let's see if there's anything else here. Sure, we'll go with that.
Yes.
The ceremony.
The end of the Star Wars.
I mean, I always wanted to see more images of Princess Leia wearing this outfit because it's a very nice outfit, if you know what I'm saying. Love that R2 is all shiny and new, so C3PO. It seems fun, but there's been a skit of all the people that died and participated, and these yahoos that nobody knows get medals. It's just kind of funny when you think about it. And poor Chewie, yeah, discrimination to the max. Although there's so many stories about why he didn't get a medal. But no, it's a grandiose scene, good way to cap the movie off. And I don't know, man. It's just, I love the new uniform look from Luke Skywalker there. The jacket looks good. Like I said, seeing the droids polished up is awesome. It's just kind of neat, happy ending to what is just one little battle in a huge war. So yeah,
a Star War, people could of course say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a funny old one because it's a lot of work and effort for a very small thing, but it's that fantasy bit. It's like the ball, right? Ball at the end of a film where everyone's happy ever after. That's this with giant oversized medals, which are fantastic. And just hiring extras and just saying, right, we're going to give you some stuff. They can't be Imperial garb, but they got to be formal, military-esque. Can you imagine if this was your one role in Star Wars? I played that guy with the that guy there with the very 80s and 70s and 60s and 30s moustache thing. Amazing. It would have been nice, and this is all irrelevant to the movie, but it's not so much these guys are getting medals. Who the hell are they? They did do the final blow. They probably had something in this ceremony to celebrate all of the pilots they lost who were as heroic and gave their lives. Right? That only through their sacrifice did Luke have a chance to do it, because they took the fire that he could have got, right?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Good. And it's also, I guess, a PR stunt as well, isn't it?
Yes, very much so.
But also, you know,
Heroes of the.
they're about to get blown up by a super laser, so it's fine. They're allowed to celebrate. And don't you love Han's jacket? Like, his outfit is just a black waistcoat, a white shirt, and blue jeans. And
Well,
it's
they're
so
not jeans, but yeah.
yeah, they're of a similar, vaguely whatever. It's very boring,
No,
but
they're like cotton, khaki kind of material.
khaki. Yeah, yeah, I was thinking. Yet iconic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That
Basically,
harsh.
what he wore through the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like what Luke has a different thing
Yeah,
than what you know.
and he's also mimicking now Han a bit with the blaster and the
Yeah.
a little bit of that swagger, you know.
See what you guys are saying about the scene. 11 votes. S wins with 64%. A and B are tied at 18% each.
Mm.
So
Okay.
these images are so dark. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
That should be so bright, the droids. Anybody got anything they'd like to put in?
No one's in the Star Wars spirit. It
Yeah,
is
no one is, apparently.
it is Star
I've
Wars
seen
Day.
very few things online today about Star Wars Day too. Usually there's like everybody's got something.
I've seen few people just wish the happiness of it, but yeah, I don't know. And you would think Star Wars Day with a new movie, the first new movie coming out in a few days, there'd be excitement, but yeah, I don't know.
Apparently the Mall series is really good.
Yeah,
I have to check that out.
I've had two people I trust. One said it was absolutely fantastic. One said it was bog standard. It's fine for a Star Wars show and okay as a TV show. I was like, oh, okay, very different to. Hmm. Which I asked as a metric, right? Because you can have a, you know, there are Breaking Bad. It's a TV show of excellent quality, and then you can have a, it's the best of what we've got, you know, Star show,
Yeah.
or of its franchise.
Yeah.
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 So many good memories.
It's
No
gotta be
one.
better than
Uh-huh.
so it's gotta be better than some of the other stuff that come out.
Well, exactly. The bar is so low that, but I haven't seen everything he's been and not been in. Well, I saw a spoiler of what happens near the end, which looked cool. I like we've met Sam Witwer now. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've now met Maul, kind of. Mister eats a cherry tomato before he does Maul. Or is it an orange? No, green apple. It's green apple. A little bit of moisture in the mouth, so a little bit of sour. It changes his vocals a little bit.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, I guess nobody's into this, so I don't know what to say.
Yeah. We came out to have some Star Wars fun.
Would you guys prefer us not to do as many lives a week? Because you guys just haven't been feeling the love, you know?
It's a symbiotic thing.
Mhm.
Is there anyone that I absolutely love? I'll S all over. Oh yes, this one also for the cinematography of it. I guess I'll call it the choice to commit to the dark side, because Anakin every step of the way could change his mind, and this is when he's like, nope, we're doing it.
Well,
We're actually going to try
maybe
and
not
kill each
after
other.
this point. He's just killed a bunch of younglings.
Well, his soul's destroyed, but his best friend could have pulled him. You know, in theory, could have pulled him back.
Sure.
I just love the cinematography. This is such a simple framing. Everything about this works for me. Right, how do I frame this?
Yeah, and even the dialogue here is great. Like the plea to his friends to not do this, and the rage in Anakin, like, you guys lied to me. Jedi are liars. I've got a better way now. If I'm powerful, You know, like it's really kind of heart-wrenching and sad, and so well delivered by both. Like the
Yeah.
writing's good, the acting's good. There's a lot to like here.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
some of the moments leading up to this, not so much, but this payoff's really good. So is the entire
You're
fight
breaking my
that
heart.
follows. Uh, well, just die during childbirth, then you'll be fine.
Right. Well, that's why she's got to say it, because then she dies in childbirth. Or there's
Yes.
all this residual force energy from the choke that killed her. You know, there's ways of yeah. Although it's still, you know, there's so many lines that are just amusing. The fact that everyone says only Siths deal in absolutes is an absolute,
Yeah.
which meant you're now a Sith according to you, which defies the logic of Obi. You're a
Um,
Sith. Canon, you
yeah.
did it. You idiot.
Jeff
Uh,
Jacobs shows in $2 and says,
oh,
"Come on, let's show some love. Every bit helps." And
yes.
Classic for Real throws in a 250
Oh
PayPal.
my god.
It says the most iconic moment
Oh.
of Palpatine must have returned somehow. I didn't image
Ah.
that. We'll
See,
get the
that's the
image for
ones we
that
wouldn't have thought
sometime.
to include. I like it. Uh,
I'll get that one if you want to keep talking about
yeah,
this
yeah, that'd be
scene.
great. Thanks. No, I really like this because it's everything in Revenge of the Sith is a green screen of some form. There's a floor they're on. That's it. So this is all fake, and the amount of compositing of they got real. I say real. They filmed fake magma and used that as background assets to put on it, so they're not simulating things. And a lot of the landscapes are giant miniatures of moving lava. It's not lava; it's moving. I think it's like PVA glue and backlit. You know, all these things to create a tangibleness behind them on their not realness. But the hair's good. There's a lot of haze and stuff to integrate it. You know, I mean, the whole film needs to have this look good, right? This is the point of the whole franchise is this fight on the mountain, right? That's you know, as in one of the main points. But it looks great, and I think it goes straight from real them to a CG them as a jump, and you don't really think about it because they got quite good at them. You know, no, it's and you'd wanna you. Is there a way you could have talked him out of it? Because I don't think Anakin would have stabbed him just for the sake of it. Like just because. Like Obi-Wan pushed him to this. He had to, but he did. So could they have done anything different? You know?
Not in this moment, I don't think. I think Anakin's way too far gone at this point. But I
Because
think,
he still wanted his wife. So he's still, in love
yeah,
and
but he wanted that greed, like
yeah.
selfishness, the greed. My wife, my kids,
Mm-hmm.
um,
My New Empire, which is a great line. It's
which
like,
is which is why the Jedi don't allow attachments for that very reason.
yeah, but I forgot
Which is
that
kind of
line.
silly.
I did it, even though, yesterday, he formed the Palpatine to become, I've now got an actual master, a proper one, and then already saying I'm going to overthrow him like in a week. It's like, what? You're doubling leveling up, and you've just started, babe. It's like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, but I
And
guess it did.
also, it's Obi-Wan like not wanting to lose his friend and his like student,
Or his
but
brother,
at the
you could
same
say.
time, I think he realized, yeah, I think he also realized that this is kind of on him. He made a mistake. He must have done something wrong in the training that allowed this. Like,
True,
there's probably a lot going through his mind.
true.
So it's not only a plea to help, like, to bring his friend back, but also like a shit, I fucked up. I need to make this right, and this is like my last ditch effort to do so. So
Well, that's a really actually I hadn't even thought that. Yeah, if you've grown up with a serial killer from when they were a kid and you've been with them every day, every week, every month, and then oh no, he's gone serial killer, and it's like oh, but did I do that and not in a cool kind of way? Yeah, I didn't even thought that. Yeah, Jesus. But also probably in a mild way thinking all the times I saved you, if I just let you die or not saved you in some random mission we're on, everyone else would be alive.
Mhm.
My insistent love for you to keep you with me, as makes sense at the time, has doomed everybody. And now we sit on the precipice. We've already gone past the precipice, but all I can do is kill the precipice, hoping it'll remove the dark. But that's all we can do, right? We're still. Oh God! See, it's deep shit, man. Even though it isn't, but it is, but it isn't. God. Yeah, it's bad.
And everybody's pointing out that he killed Tusken Raiders in episode 2, but
Mm-hmm.
who cares? They're Tusken Raiders. Nobody gives a shit. They're animals.
Yeah, especially if he thought of them as animals, like actually just slightly more advanced animals. It's like, would you care if you killed 3 tigers?
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be like the Native Americans, right? And then
I didn't want to
in
say that,
Book of
but
Boba
yeah.
Fett, you'll learn about their
Oh yeah.
culture, and you're like, oh, these guys are pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you
Yeah.
said at the time from the KOTOR games, really interesting people, really really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yes, that was certainly him going murdery, but they had to kill his mum and they did bad things and blah blah blah. You know, Jedi's kill bad people, and
Mhm.
you know,
But from my point of view, the Jedi are bad.
where'd you get that
From a
from?
certain point of view.
I learned that from
Yeah.
your father. Tell me about him.
Father.
No. How many youngs he kill? All of them. What? I think. Hmm.
All right, let's see what you guys are saying with 19 votes. So that's good. Good turnout. B wins with 42%. S
Wow.
is second place with 37%.
Okay.
And then A and C are tied at 11%. That's really interesting. So B, this is
Yeah.
B, B, B.
I
So
mean,
next up, we've got classic for reals. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
well, I mean, if you're not a prequel enjoyer, then this obviously wouldn't have the same impact. I just think as a standout moment for the franchise beyond just
Yeah. So now to classic for
yes,
reals.
also
Somehow
well written.
Palpatine returned.
Yep, equally well
This
written.
was I recently saw an interview with what's his nuts here? I can't remember his name now. John Boy. No. Yeah. No,
From the
that's
Isaacs.
there it is. Yes. Anyway, this was a reshoot, and this is the most piss poor exposition line ever delivered. Somehow Palpatine returned. Good job. Yeah, absolute awful line, but iconic in a way because it's super remembered, super memed. It is now just sums up Kathleen Kennedy's bad Star Wars run. Um, just in a little nutshell. So, and JJ did his best with this film. My God, JJ did some course correction and tried to make it feel better. And I enjoyed the movie better than the one previous for sure. So you got to give the guy a little credit, even though I'm not a big JJ fan. He tried with the pieces that he was given to make something a little bit better, and I think he succeeded more or less. But this line, man, what the hell? Yep, it's iconic, but for all the wrong reasons. So I
Yep.
don't know how we want to you guys want to rank that necessarily, but
Yeah, JJ was handed a bed that was shitten, and
yes, yeah.
detergent and washing only get so much of the stain out. You can still see the shit underneath the stain. It's never going to return to the fresh washed it was. So as bad as he did in various choices, I also think he had only a few months to write and pre-produce, and he's
Yeah, he
inventing
didn't
plot.
have a lot of
I mean,
time.
that's just them being absurd. They should have pushed the movie. I know they didn't want to, but they ruined the legacy for that, and that's entirely on them and Kathleen or JoJo. If they just said no, it would have been fine. But they didn't, and that's on them, right? Still made
Mhm,
lots of
mhm,
money. Still looks very nice, right? But that wasn't them doing that.
mhm.
That was the people around them. Yeah, like I said, iconic moment, and it's you got to imagine what the direction was, because you could play it as the character's like, it doesn't matter because we're in the thick of it, right? That's a way of like, it doesn't matter. He returned, doesn't matter.
You
Or
just put more thought into it than anyone there did, so good
you're
job.
welcome. Well, I'm a director, right? Or you could take it as a joke line saying this is an absurdity and somehow this fucker returned. Like he's been dead for 20 years and oh my god, right? That there are ways you could play it. And the fact that it says semi-flat is kind of fun. You're like, I don't
The direction was look as bored and uninterested as you can.
know.
Go.
Yeah. It's very interesting. And it's in the script, right? They don't know. They don't want to explain. They don't have a thought.
It's pretty a big plot point that Palpatine returns, and it's just glazed over. Like, it just seems silly.
And it's sad because they obviously had all the comics, all the everything else to it. This happened as well. You know, they made oh gosh, what are they called? The Sun, not Sun. Is it World Raisers? I know he makes his Palpatine does return as a clone, as in they obviously stole it from what existed before, poorly.
Mhm.
And they, he sends these ships that are just eating machines, and they just pull matter in, and that's the new weapon. It's just they eat things, and then that ends up fueling the army he's building in the middle of the galaxy. So a lot of some of the things they're stealing from because they work just poorly done, have no setup. Yeah. I guess what could they have known? Unless Palpatine informed everybody, I have returned. Now I've got question and answers with the community right now. Devo77 says, how do you return, Emperor? Well, Devo, I have a clone body and it's on Exegol. Don't say where I am. Sorry, delete, edit that out. Edit it, yes.
And Classic for Real says, Exticle sounds like testicle.
Who the fuck are you, for real? Here I am trying to save the galaxy again, and you're fucking with it.
Fuck,
Kill him.
That'd be hilarious to do a whole live like that.
Oh god. Was that a good voice?
An Emperor.
Because that really hurt.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Emperor Q&A.
That would be a funny YouTube video. Or Vader. We're doing the weekly service announcements. 2 questions per officer. Ask a question to Vader. Go. We're on Death Star, number 1. Ask a question to Vader.
Why is your suit black and ours white?
Black is slimming.
And so much cooler.
Next question.
You guys look like pansies. Yeah.
White is so we see where you bleed. Next question. You.
Why, if our armor is made of whatever the fuck it's made of, I can't remember right now. Why is it even armor? Because one shot will kill us. Even getting hit, like punched in the face, will kill us. Same with getting hit with rocks. Like, it's not even armor. It's just, it looks cool, but what the fuck?
What's your name, trooper?
Jason.
Jason. Have you heard of shrinkflation?
No, I have not.
It's when
you don't let me out much.
Well, Jason, when your rations used to be 3 cubes, now they're 4 cubes, and still cost the same credits. Well, we have a thing called armorflation. It's when we make armor less thick. Any further questions get you killed, just warning.
Wouldn't it be better just not wear the armor? Because the same thing would happen. Because we can't see out of our helmets.
It's better, damn it! Kill that guy!
We can't see out of our helmets. That's why we can't hit shit. I'm just saying, if we had no helmets and just wore regular clothes, we'd still die as quickly, but we'd be able to see better. Therefore, like, actually take out some of the enemies, sir. Yes, sir.
How did you not get hit by our 4 people shooting at you?
I'm not wearing armor today. If I was wearing the armor, I'd be dead now.
Yeah. That's when air gets too powerful and you can have a live Q&A with Vader.
All right, let's see what you guys are saying. With 14 votes, F wins with 79%, B 21%. Damn.
I mean, it's what other iconic lines apart from "They Fly Now"? But that's to us, right?
That's also him that says that. He gets all the shit lines.
Or the good lines from a certain point of view.
Oh, good God.
What are the other really iconic lines from the film at all?
From that film?
From that film. That's what I mean. Like, we're commenting on it, but obviously it maybe it's actually a good line in a way.
I think I've only watched the movie like 3 times total, so I don't have it memorized to get quotes necessarily, but there's I think one thing that Lando says when the fleet shows up, which is kind of a cool line. Yeah,
Oh, you don't remember the line?
I don't remember the line.
Ah, the iconic line that neither of us remember. Excellent.
Yes.
But I guess it is on us to watch it more, right? That we haven't done that, and that is on us. It's not its job to watch it. It's our job to watch it, I guess.
But if it was good, we'd rewatch it.
You could argue
That's the
that.
problem.
You could. I mean, if it's the strongest argument you can make, but it's an argument.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any other ones to include?
Let me check the PayPals. No, sir, nothing.
I find these actually. I didn't realize these are actually very similar visuals. Just a little side note. I didn't realize those were almost the same shot. That must have been intentional, right?
I would imagine so. Yeah.
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 But I'll put it. I'll put it specifically. Well, should I put Maul's death or Qui-Gon's death? Or which is more iconic to you then?
Probably Qui-Gon's because
Okay.
you don't expect the good guys to die.
Yeah. Yeah. In Star Wars, none of them die. Yoda, but he's very old. You
Well,
don't.
it dies of old age.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm lying. Everyone dies in the first one. Sorry, no, Preston. Of course, the Mentor dies in the first film. You jackass. Have you seen Star Wars? Yes, I have. Wow. Sorry, poetry. It rhymes. And Harrison Ford Solo dies in the first of the sequels. Wow, bloody hell. Anyway, Paul coming.
Fetagen says, as a big Trekkie fan, it pains me to ask, when is Star Trek Day? Well, April 7th is First Contact Day. And I think the official, like, quote unquote, Star Trek Day, though they first came out, was in September. I think it's September 17th, something like that. Don't know. There's not really a. This is just today is a play on words.
Yeah.
May the 4th be with you.
Yep.
Because I think the original release date for Star Wars was like May 22nd or something.
It's a meme that's
So,
charming, that's also annoying, but mostly charming.
yes. Yeah. And then next month is Revenge, or tomorrow is Revenge of the Fifth. What? Play on words.
Well, it's like First Contact Day. It's a fun thing that is both giant in Star Wars and yet an absolute tiny part of Star Trek.
They mentioned a date. They mentioned a date. We're going to use that date now forever. It'll be our date.
And technically, we also were on that date. You know, we did see that date at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Just happens to be, yeah. Like, no, we don't celebrate the founding of the Federation. I mean, celebrate, you know, but I think that'd be more important. Well, I guess, well, both important.
Frontier Day. Don't know when that is, though.
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah, well, well, they celebrate it, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good point. Huh.
Yeah.
I've never noticed they're almost the same shot. I know that part of Maul's thing is that he did not for a second think he was going to die. Right?
Well, he didn't.
Yeah. So,
through force of will, he survived that.
Well, very true. But that's a fun thing. Is he? You know, this is it's a face of holy hell. I can't believe it. It's not pain. It's not scared for death. It's surprise and like, you bitch. And Qui-Gon's the same thing, but he's surprised in a serene way, because that's not a pain face either, right? Yeah. He just like, oh God, there's a film. What is it? Oh, it's a Quillic in Galaxy Quest. I'm shot. Like there's a lack of understanding of what's happening. He just sort of goes down.
Yeah.
You know.
Qui-Gon's like, I didn't think I'd go this way.
Yeah. At least it becomes a Force ghost sometimes. You know, it's funny, when I saw it in any version of this, I always thought, in whatever reason, kind of like when I saw the trilogies and the TNG and original series movies of Trek, I always thought Qui-Gon was meant to be old. So I always thought Liam Neeson was old in this. As in 50s, 60s, or like 50s, right? But he's not old. He's mildly wrinkly, but he's very not old. He's probably like 41, right? He's actually very not old. He's just playing older. Well, maybe. Well, you know what I mean? Because he's still going decades later. He doesn't actually look old here. He just looks older than Ewan, but he's a babyface, right? I don't know.
So, in this scene then?
Yeah.
Like, which death? Both.
Huh, he's 46. Does it look 46? I don't know. That's probably when you wear hair pieces and dye your hair. It's like, you know, don't know. Don't know.
How would you rate Qui-Gon's death? Go vote, guys. 14 votes. I'd say it was a little surprising at the time.
Very.
I mean, Ewan McGregor sells it with the way he reacts to it, and then he gets pissed. And you know, yeah, I think it was a really well done scene, actually. And also the calmness of Qui-Gon when the thing goes up, the shield, and he just like takes a minute to breathe, refocus himself, and then as soon as it drops down, he's back up. It's like that's pretty awesome. Taking a break, man.
Yeah, the fact that we
recovering that health bar.
well, yeah, and the fact that we literally have a pause, have a moment, is really unusual. That beat is what kind of gives it the oomph to let you go, whoa.
Yeah,
it's good. And it wouldn't, like, if it was any flashier, it'd be worse, right? It is what it needed to be.
That wasn't a decapitation or anything, you know. It was just a run through.
Yeah. Well, he's famously like the only character in Star Wars to die from a lightsaber in that way.
Yeah, impaled through the body.
Yeah. You know, it was insta death until it literally wasn't any other time. Now, in fairness, though, being stabbed in your body is different in different places. That's absolutely fine. It makes sense, right? So, Maul presumably knew the exact place to stab somebody for 35. No. Is he? No, he's live in a minute after the fight because he says to talk to Anakin. So he is live for a second. Gosh, where was Rey and her force healing power? You know.
Oh God.
Because she could have saved him 100%. 100%. Yeah. Oh damn.
Yeah.
Voting is interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. How would you rate Qui-Gon's death? B wins at 50%, with S 29, A 21, and C 0. So B wins. Right up there with those faces. We have a PayPal and a super chat. Huzzah!
Yeah, Robert Buckley, $10. Happy May the 4th be with you. Thank you so much, Robert.
Very good to see you. Do you have some suggestions? Just have a few minutes to moments from Star Wars like us to bring in, because we've got a reasonably broad selection here, although a lot of top tier ones.
And we got Classic for Real and PayPal with 250. It says Classic for Real wants the other iconic line from The Rise of Skywalker. They fly now?
Okay, I will make the poll. You can find the picture.
Yeah.
I did see a comment, Classic. Good luck with that, and thank you, but mostly good luck with that. Just for your own sake. How would you rank the?
Wait a minute. It was Finn that said that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then he responded, "They fly now."
Yeah, it's a multi joke.
But is it though?
Yeah. No, I mean this is in the trailer. It's classic, and as I'm
for real apparently.
Yeah, well, fuck yeah. But I'm so pleased that like actors are intelligent somewhat, and they are self-aware, and also they do a lot of them read their own reviews in some sort. And so as soon as somebody points out that the Clone War 40 years ago there were troopers that flew relatively commonly,
Yeah.
And they would know that, and he served in the military, who would also have troopers that can fly just a few years, like 3 years ago. He would know 100% without any shadow of doubt that they've been flying troopers for decades. He wouldn't have any question about it. And I think the actor, if you're a fan of Star Wars, you remember Boba Fett, you remember the clone troopers. Like, this is not play the games. It's very. I mean, I played the Battlefront, which he did as well. Very basic factoid, and he being written a lie. I mean, yes, you could argue he just means now First Order troopers fly now, but
Yeah, I think that's the context, but it's not. Yeah,
yeah, that's
not
given
clear.
given the rest of the film, I'm not giving that credit. I, I mean, there's no reason to give them that credit, given they made a dagger that's only workable in one hill at one time. You know, it's like, no, it's just a funny joke, which it is a good. We quote all the time because it's funny, but from literally the military guy. And also, in theory, they're fighting the First Order constantly. You're saying in the last couple of years they've never fought jet troopers, and so abstractly, as one planet, as one mission on the day that's important, they happen to suddenly bump into one.
Yeah.
I don't think that's likely. Gonna be brutally honest with you. It's not like.
Robert asks for Kylo Ren's death
Oh shit. Okay.
because he likes seeing the new characters die.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay.
Again, this scene is iconic for all the wrong reasons. Um,
Yeah.
it is funny when you don't take Star Wars as seriously as some people do. Um, and I think that's what they were going for, general audience kind of laugh in the theaters. But I feel bad for John Boyega, Finn, because he really kind of got shafted by Star Wars a bit. His character could have been so awesome spanning these films, and it's one of the ones they kind of forgot about him and fizzled it out. He like just pining after Ray, and then
Ray.
he does say that a lot, doesn't he? So yeah, I don't know where I would put this, but I want to see what you guys are saying here. 10 votes. B and C are tied at 30% each.
Hmm.
S and C are tied at 20% each. So we need a few more votes to break that tie. Let's see, we have 18 people here, so hit that like button and make sure you vote in that poll. Let's get those definitive vote answer there. Go, go, go.
It's so sad. I liked all the cast. All of them. All pretty good peeps.
Yep. I concur. Same with Starfleet Academy and stuff, though. Like, cast was good, characters were all likable, and you know. But yeah,
and unfortunately, it is not us that hurt these franchises. It's the makers, because they're the one who make it. We're not to blame when they do things poorly. They've made that choice. They've continued it. That's unfortunately them, because that's them who's making it. The old, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Then the views go down. It gets cancelled. Because you tell people not to watch it, so they didn't.
Yep. And they might have liked it.
Yeah, then you're to blame on both fronts for both not getting the views and also not making good content that most people don't want to watch. It's 100% you.
You right there, sitting down in your chair or your couch, right there.
Not
You are the
100%,
responsible.
like 82. Gotta give some leeway.
12 votes. D wins with 42%. B is second place with 25%. So this line, and I agree, this line is not as bad as and some Palpatine somehow returns. So glad it got at least a little higher.
And it is similar, you know, we've got to try and be fair as well. It is somewhat similar to the Han line. They're not rehearsing these lines in their head. They're in dramatic action situations, as in the characters, and they're saying something just abstractly. And so if you want to break down to the most stupid version, Finn might just be saying, "These troopers are fighting now, fly now." Like, we haven't, no one on this planet we knew there was no jet troopers yet on this planet. So if you want to really give them justification, then but like, well, okay. Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
All right. So next up is Robert Buckley's with the death of Kylo Ren. Do you have that image?
Oh, I thought you were with your.
Oh, I tried looking for one. I couldn't find one.
Ah, okay. I will find it soon. You do the poll then.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
the.
Poll
Do I even
time.
have the right? Don't know if I did have the last film.
Look it up online, maybe.
I don't.
No, I couldn't find.
I mean, I'll find a picture, but I don't have that. I don't have that film at all. That's interesting. I wonder why. Do I remember his death? Because he got stabbed, but then he lived again. How did he die?
And Ray was holding him.
Isn't it just on the floor?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Like this isn't it, but we need an image.
Yeah, I couldn't find a good image to represent this.
I'm pretty sure the idea is that she's brought him back to life and she's weak, so he's her energy that she gave him back to her so she can fight Palpatine. I think that's the idea of the scene.
Yeah, she gets the energy of like multiple Jedi. She hears all those voices, and he
I think he's already done that.
Turns good at the end, essentially, right at the end.
Yeah.
To
for reasons.
Or whatever. Fucking know.
I guess for love, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I remember him dying on the water on the Death Star wreckage, but he didn't die. Like that's more memorable. You know, when Han he doesn't die, but that scene's more memorable when he's fighting.
Han Solo's there.
Yeah, well, exactly. Harrison refused to shave, I'm sure. I do a damn scene for one take of every line. I'm not gonna shave.
Ghost grow beard, fucker.
Can you imagine having enough money in the world to give them to shave? It's like, we'll burn a quarter of the budget for you, Harrison, so you'll shave. No. Fucking hell. What if there's a contract, though? Because we know that Henry Cavill couldn't shave for reshoots for Justice League because of the other film. So that legally couldn't, without some legal dispute. But he's so damn disheveled. Yeah, I don't know.
Right now we have a current tie for first place, but we only have 5 votes. So go vote on Kylo Ren dying.
Okay. Jay says he was redeemed at the last moment, just like Vader, and sacrificed himself so that the hero could prevail. Yes. It's tricky.
Kiss, I think.
Yeah, I do. But it's tricky because like Vader had no redemption arc until the end, but Kylo, he kept swapping what they wanted to do with him, so that even though Vader had less arc, it was triggered by more. You felt the structure of the events, right? I'm bad guy. My kids are alive. That's the big change in the second one, and then I want to, maybe turn them, and then I listen to them. The reason you can sense the logic of that. Kylo, he just good, bad, bad, good. I really still wish in the second film it ended in that throne room with Rey saying, "I'll join you," and she takes lightsaber, and they end on a cliffhanger of now they're gonna make a new empire, kind of not, and being like, your hero and your baddie are now both grey together. Oh, an amazing cliffhanger. Yeah. I mean, generally, I have fucking hard time getting out of that one. he has made a hero a baddie, a goodie. That'd been super interesting. That'd been really interesting, right? Alter the premise of the whole franchise in a good way.
And Paula says she has questions for us. Do you both think Keanu Reeves would play a great Darth Revan? I have no idea.
I mean, you are Revan enough to put your own interpretation. I don't know. His voice would be cool, but the voice is also in your own head because you're reading the dialogue. I don't know. That's a really interesting question.
Let's see the poll. D wins with 56% and 9 votes. Second place is A with 22%. So D for death. And Paul also asked if we've seen Mall Shadow Lord. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to be watching it soon, though.
Yeah, I've been making the last film to come out for the end of the Kickstarter. I've been working on that so I can not work on it to the last second, because that's always, annoying.
Yeah.
And since we're
We
closing,
have about 5 minutes left, guys.
can I pimp that while we're just maybe just
Yes,
the
please
audience?
do. Yeah.
So we currently have our Kickstarter running, which Stuart is in multiple films, shot and unshot. Thanks to some contributions over the last week or so, we're now at 77 backers, £8,372 of our 12,500. Is an all or nothing campaign, so if we do not get it all, we get nothing, and that would be catastrophic. Woo! So support now. And what's great is that the perks are wonderfully fun and limited. I know you were there for a little bit, but I pimped out the fact that if you're a Trekyards fan and you want to get one of the limited edition Stuart cards,
I saw that.
yeah. I mean, technically there's me as well, but yeah.
Nobody wants his.
Well, exactly. So you can get a set of these. We have a whole batch, as you can see, and they're all different. It's absolutely absurd. And so you can get batch of like 5, 10, however many you want. These are collectible cards. And if you let us know you're a Trekyards fan, you'd like to get they're random, right? But if you want to get a Trekyards signed one, just put a message, and then you'll get a Stuart one. Otherwise it's random. Loads of I think Sean's meant to be random, but you might get Sean Ferrick autograph. People like Sean Ferrick, Emma and Nick, etc. Lot of fun perks. Yeah, you've got more films. Some Star Wars stuff too, in theory, as in that's been filmed. Stuart has. Did you see my message on your other live about Nick?
No.
So I'll play this. So hopefully, if someone wants to donate right now, we can give a live shout out. That's always kind of fun, because live is live. Yeah, Stuart. Our friend Nick Cook has talked you into a new film.
He has?
Yeah, he's here on Monday. He's literally just coming through England to get back to Scotland, as in he's doing a convention here, and he's able to extend his day by like half a day. So he's going to come to Bedford for the Monday afternoon, and we're going to shoot some of his Kickstarter material. And obviously, like, if you shoot a film, that makes the whole trip kind of worth it, right? And we were brainstorming, and he said, we should get that Stuart character that's never been seen on screen. I'm trying not to spoil it for the audience. The one that's never been seen in live action before, who's a really great character, though. And Stuart acts really well as them.
Color me confused.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah. So he pitched you as that role, and I was like, oh, that's so perfect. So so he wrote you into something. Congratulations.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay, I'm on board.
Yes.
This is the way.
And using those new tools we used for previous cameo, we're gonna try and do the full alien makeup as that, which is a big old commitment to do, but we're gonna try. So.
Sure, I'm down for whatever.
So if you want to see Stuart in fan films, be part of it. Like I said, we got 15 days to go, which is not a lot of time. So a long way to go. Every donation makes a difference, and if you don't get it, that's real bad times. So there's loads of great perks. Really good perks. And I pushed the price down as far as I could. So on some of them make basically nothing, but sort of moot point because we need to get them, kind of thing. So the idea is you get more. The more you get, the better deal. I think most perk levels actually got at least one person. Like everyone's found something kind of to their level. Yeah, 2-star Admiral 150. I had 6 people back that, which is tremendous because you get loads of cool stuff. And you get the HD films, which YouTube compresses way more than I thought. So these will be significantly nicer copies. Like actually a lot nicer. Yeah.
There you go, guys. Go support the campaign.
Yeah.
What else?
There's cool stuff. And 5 does
have to hunt you down.
Up. It's true. He can do it. He's got the power.
And on that note,
yes,
I think we'll call it there for today. Please join us tomorrow, though, because we're going to be looking at any Star Wars ships that you guys want to talk about, and they're going to kind of battle head to head to see who carries on to the next round.
Mm-hmm.
So if you care about Star Wars, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
ships, join us for that. And expect more Star Wars stuff later in the month, closer to the 22nd, the release of the movie, because we do like talking about Star Wars. Both very passionate about it as well. So
I'm sure
yeah,
we'll both
come and
see
join us for that
it.
stuff.
Probably, can we maybe do a Drunk Yards review of it? Can I make it even more
Maybe, yeah,
spicy?
yeah, yeah.
That'd be interesting. That was fun with Section 31. That wasn't Drunk Yards, but it almost felt like it was. It was like a post-mortem, wasn't it?
Should have been.
Yeah. I think people did joke about that during.
Yeah.
But thanks all for supporting. Do join tomorrow. Things and bobs, guys. Things and bobs.
All right, guys. Until later, he's Commander Cockings.
He's
Or sorry,
Mandalorian.
he's Jedi Master Cockings.
Well, no. Order 66 happened while you were away, and
Oh,
oh wait, hold on. Something happened on the PayPal. Can you see in that? Probably.
I can, but I don't have my glasses on, so hold on.
Can you put the
It
glasses?
doesn't recognize my face. Hold on. There we go.
I still love this. Is such a good helmet. The first we had was fine, but this
Oh,
is such a good helmet.
fucking great. All right, so we got Jeff Jacobs who throws in 369. So thank you so much,
Thanks so
Jeff.
much.
And he says, guess we only going to make halfway. So here's just some random number
Ah.
that's at least half. I love the helmet. It is it all comfy? Any
Mm.
vision at all? Vision's really great, honestly. Except I don't have my glasses in, so I have my typical vision problems. Other than that, it's great. It is comfortable. It does get a little warm if you're talking a lot, though. So,
Well, the fact that we can hear
yeah.
you that well is kind of impressive, considering.
Yeah, I mean, usually if I film on my personal channel a video with this, I have my mic
Yeah,
attached to my shirt, which is sounds
it's
perfect.
pretty good.
So,
Yeah, because it's just
yeah.
open there, isn't it? So it's just going down, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good.
Indeed.
All right.
All right, guys, catch us tomorrow. We love you, and may the fourth be with you.
And also with all of you.
I have spoken. This is the way.